All right, let me just go ahead and mute all and unmute here. All right, perfect. So yeah, if everybody can just mute themselves, me and Pierre, and then at the end, we'll do a little bit of a Q&A. But anyways, this is Nicholas Lau from Dallas, Texas. Today, I have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, Mr. Pierre Baker. We go back, we probably met about a year ago, and we've been good friends ever since. We were like on two totally different journeys, but we found out that we had so much in common, and now I look at him like my little brother and everything. And I'm going to let him introduce himself because he has such an amazing story that I don't want to tell it the wrong way. So I'm going to hand it over to Pierre just to give you a little background on him, and then we'll do some question and answer back and forth, because he's like the master of mindset and motivation, which is why we're all here today. So Pierre, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so like you said, Pierre Baker, I started this business probably about a year ago, last August. And the way I started it was basically an against all odds type of situation. So I'm actually the first person to start a successful online business in affiliate marketing, network marketing, and high ticket sales from my particular situation, which is I'm in prison. I'm actually incarcerated. So currently, I'm speaking to you guys right now in a shower stall. Like, there's the shower, right? Surrounded in concrete and steel. So if I have bad signal, it's just because of my unique situation. After starting this business, probably about 4 months after I was able to get my first sales, and then after that, I quickly scaled up. In March this year, I was able to have my first several $100s of sales. And then not long after that, within 2 weeks of joining a high ticket opportunity, I had my first $1,000 day. Since then, been crushing it. I've had several over $2,000 days and whatnot. And since joining Epic, no excuses, even though I'm in my situation, within a little bit over the first week, I was able to hit the second rank of $1,000 a month. So it's been a real amazing ride. I've been able to meet bless people such as Nicholas, and I've been able to motivate and touch some people with my story, help them understand that their mindset is where it starts. Their effectiveness in their business is going to start from where they or how they see things. If they're not looking at things in the right perspective, it's going to affect the way they come off to people. It's going to affect the way that they're branded in the marketplace. It's going to affect the amount of value that they're bringing to the marketplace. So first steps into crushing it with Epic is to become Epic yourself. Reframe your identity as a leader and erase that employee mindset and start to take the action steps and organizing your life so that you can become successful with passive income. And you want your passive income to be massive income, right? So let's hit these ranks, y'all.
Okay, so Pierre, what exactly got you into the online marketing space? What happened where you found out that you had an opportunity?
Okay, so basically I just made a decision, right? I was doing things like that conflicted with my moral standing in order to get some money. I made a decision that cold turkey, I was just gonna stop selling contraband. And I didn't know how I was gonna make money, how I was gonna be able to buy, commissary, feed myself. I just did that. And what happened was, because of an act of faith, I ended up having a conversation with somebody about network marketing versus affiliate marketing, because my cousin at the time, she was network marketing, making well over $40,000 a month in her travel agency. And so, I was favorable.
Hang on, Pierre, 1 second. Give me just a second. All right, there you go. Sorry, we lost you there for a second. So everybody, please understand that there's going to be a little bit of technical difficulties here based on where Pierre is and everything. But, go ahead, Pierre.
Okay, so yeah, basically, like I was saying, my cousin, she was making over $40,000 a month in her network marketing industry. So I had this, slight debate with somebody about affiliate marketing, but he made a lot of good points. So what that caused me to do is just check it out on YouTube, and I was hooked. So I thought that this was the answer to my financial problem. I saw it as an opportunity for me to take steps, and I just binge watched on affiliate marketing videos until I decided to take action. I took action, and it was a wrap. I actually this thing worked. So
Cool. So yeah, for those of you people that are just joining the call, so as Pierre was talking about his background, he's actually incarcerated right now. He's in prison, and he's actually still been able to build a very successful online business from there. Actually, he's far more successful than a lot of the people that I work with and stuff. He's a very driven and very motivated person. So, I mean, I already know. I've actually talked to some very high level coaches in this business that have got to know Pierre. And they said that, listen, when this young man gets out the way that he has changed his life around, he'll make so much money and he'll change so many lives. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, I'm going to be there the day that he's out. I mean, we've already got plans set. So, and this is the great thing. He's going to be able to build his epic business from in there. He's going to be able to inspire and help people from in there. And when he comes out, he's already going to have a residual income. He's already learning Forex trading. I mean, he's going to be set. Not only is he going to be set, he's going to get other people set as well. So Pierre, can you tell us a little bit about your daily method of operation, your day-to-day routine from when you wake up to when you go to sleep?
Okay, so basically, for me, high discipline, right? I'm serious about these goals, so I do things a little differently than most people might be willing. But I wake up at 4:44 a.m. and I start my day off by, getting ready, freshening up, cleaning my environment, and then meditate. I meditate for about 30 minutes, and then I read for about 30 minutes. And then I start on all the other stuff that I got to do online, whether that be adding friends on Facebook, engaging, doing some prospecting, coming up with new emails for my autoresponder, whatever the case may be. By a level of importance, I execute all that stuff. But I make sure I get my morning routine out the way first, starting at 4:44 a.m., and then I crush it from there. But you got to have organization. If you got a to-do list and it's just a whole bunch of tasks, it can get mentally draining and sometimes overwhelming unless you got some order to it. So in order to cut down on being overwhelmed, you also want to have time structure. So I stick to something that's called the 60-15 productivity hack. I don't know exactly. They have another nickname for it, but I'm just call it that for now. But 60 minutes, you stay focused on whatever it is that you got to do. And then 15 minutes, you take a break. Do something completely unrelated. Look at something on YouTube or, talk to your girl, talk to your boyfriend, whatever the case may be. And then 60 minutes, again, after that 15 minutes, focus, right? And you keep doing it all throughout the day until your to-do list is done, and it'll be done in no time. You'll have time freedom because you organize your stuff, you got your stuff together, you executed what you needed to do, now you wait on the money to come.
Okay. That's it. So the 60-15 productivity hack. So 16 minutes like productivity, and then what, 15 minutes maybe like kind of leisure, or like what do you do? Like you said, you'll call somebody, or what, maybe like just relax?
Yeah, you can relax. Sometimes I might watch a visualization video on YouTube or listen to some music, walk around, cook some food, whatever the case is. Just do something completely unrelated to work. Give your mind a break.
Okay. So from your perspective, what is it that you like about the Forex trading industry? What kind of got you interested and hooked on that?
The fact that you can make, first of all, everybody's gonna know this. The fact that you make so much money, right? There's a lot of money potential that you can make in Forex trading. But the psychological part of it is something that attracted me even more because it made it so like, it's not the chart's fault that you're losing money. It's your fault that you're losing money. If you're not looking at it the right way, it's because you're perspective. If you're in a bad mood and you keep seeing or overlooking good opportunities, that's your law of attraction. So if you can get yourself together, then you look at the chart different and you become wealthy. So I thought that was a unique way to look at it. And a lot of people are failing in Forex simply because they're always looking at the chart as the reason why they're failing. Oh, I had it right, but it just went on the wrong way, so I got unlucky, whatever the case may be. No, it's not that. It's about perspective. So opening your eyes and staying neutral in every trade is critical. Never get committed to if it's a buy or a sell. Be flexible. get out of there, you know, and don't revenge trade.
Yeah, so a lot of people need to realize that when it comes to trading, it's actually like 80% emotional and about 20% technical. And you got to keep your emotions in check. You got to use your indicators. If your indicators are telling you that it's a good trade, take it. If one of them says it's not, then don't. A lot of people try to test their limits. It's like, well, you know, I think that this is going to work out good. They let their emotions get involved. Just like in life. In life, if you get too emotional about something, that's when things start to go wrong. You have to balance logic and emotions, right?
That's right. That's right. It's critical.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
if you don't go
No, go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead.
No,
No,
go ahead.
I don't have much to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess you know
Okay, well,
my. Sorry, there's a little bit of delay. That's fine. Go ahead, bro.
yeah. All right. So, you know, when it comes to balancing your emotions, right? One thing that you can do is analyze how you're thinking. Slow down, breathe. And then when you do that, you start to build a relationship with yourself. Because the closer relationship you have with yourself, the more emotional balance you're gonna have. As long as you're always looking for acceptance from the outer world or looking for solutions for what's going on inside you from the outer world, then you're gonna have a problem in getting that emotional balance. Emotional balance comes from inner harmony. So, you know, I think it's always a really, you know, important factor for people to get in line on the inside. And that's like talking non-entrepreneurial, more spiritual, you know, more mental mindset type of stuff. And that's critical.
Yeah. So how do you go about doing your positive affirmations in the day to stay positive? And it's like, like what do you tell yourself at the beginning of the day?
Well, sometimes what you tell yourself doesn't sound positive. Like you might be having to cut yourself out about staying focused. And you just got to be versatile. You got to be able to process the dark side as well as the light side. If you don't process your anger the right way, your frustration, if you're behind schedule and people keep texting you and people want to hop on a call and all this stuff and it's just frustrating, process it the right way. Use it as energy that's going to help you get forward and be patient. You know, have control. For me, like taking in the right content helps. So if you're listening to positive stuff on YouTube, whether it's like uh, 432 hertz, the vibrations, or maybe wealth affirmations, or whatever the case may be. Me and Noy, we actually talked about this in a live recently, where like before you go to sleep, you can listen to affirmations, and then you help program your subconscious mind because it's more receptive to the messages through affirmations through your sleep.
That's
So
interesting you mentioned that because there's this one app on my phone. I think it's called, I can't remember but basically it puts you to sleep, but it puts you to sleep by putting positive affirmations in your ear. So the last thing you hear before you go to sleep is positivity, which actually affects your psyche and your brain patterns, your dreams and everything. So it's interesting because it's like if you have too much negativity in your life before you go to sleep, you're going to actually have negative dreams. I've actually experienced that. But so, the next thing I wanted to
yeah.
ask you is, how do you train people that you're coaching that are newbies that are getting frustrated, they're overwhelmed? Because I mean, what is it that happens in a person's life that they just can't focus on one thing?
Well, it's basically a collective thing, right? Where the media is constantly bombarding us with like things that just give us spikes in dopamine, right? So our dopamine is a hormone in our brain that makes us feel rewarded. So the attention span is shortened based on this high spikes of dopamine. We're looking at commercials that 30 seconds long. That's probably as long as most people's attention span. And then it's off to something else, or maybe back into their own head. So, like for me, what I do, I tell people about things that raise other hormones in their brain so that they can increase their concentration. Serotonin is another hormone. It helps you with feeling content, feeling happiness without, having to chase something or, another desire. How you can do that is by giving. When you give somebody something, whether that's a free ebook or whatever the case may be, good advice, right? You just put yourself in the position of a leader and you look at your business as a person who's going to go out there into the marketplace and give, then what happens to the person who receives it, their serotonin goes up. When a person feels that they've received something, their serotonin goes up. And it's crazy because at the exact same moment that happens in that person, it happens in the person who gave. So both people's immune systems and concentration is susceptible to higher levels of concentration just by this act. Changing your behaviors, changing your actions toward other people is going to help you in the long term, even if you don't see how right now, because your body does things that your mind's not aware of, like digest food and all types of stuff. So I feel like if you just look at your business with the right perspective and put yourself in that leader position and you're focused on doing that and you have a purpose, then by law of attraction, you're going to start to develop those qualities that's going to make you a better leader because you're doing it, you're acting it out. And better leaders need better concentration, things like that. So if you want to, increase your attention span, then set it in your heart to become something that requires that.
Okay, very cool. So, a lot of people probably want to know, how do you do your recruiting? How do you, when you engage with somebody for the first time, when you add somebody as a friend, how does that conversation go? How do you get them to the point where, hey, I'm somebody new in your life, I'm your friend, I have an opportunity for you? How does that pattern work?
So I basically go to high quality groups, like buyers groups or something like that. Groups like maybe the Exodus Elite group. Everybody in that group had to pay anywhere from $100 to $1,000 just to get into that group. There's several groups all over Facebook like that. So if the person's pulled their wallet out and you got access to this members list, use it to your advantage. Go in there, add new friends. And then when you add those new friends, what I do is I go to their profile and I'll heart maybe like 5 or 6 of their posts. Now they see my face all up and down their notifications. And I'll do something else. I go send them a message. Messages sound like something like, hey, Nicholas, just checked out your profile. Super cool. Love the way you brand yourself. Very knowable, likable, trustable. Love the vibe. It would be cool to hear about the solutions you provide. Maybe we can talk soon. Something like that, right? It's so transparent. It's copy and paste. You can send that to anybody. You don't have to put their name in it. You can just copy and paste it. Most people are going to respond to a message like that, right? If they don't respond, then tell them something funny like, man, you didn't respond. It's like, I'm the Jehovah's Witness guy who saw you peek out the window. You didn't answer the door. No, I'm just kidding, but it would be nice to hear from you soon. Something like that, right? They laugh, they respond then. So now that you show them that you got personality, you're taking personal interest in their brand or whatever it is they got on Facebook, then you can open up a conversation about their business, what types of solutions they provide. And if they don't have a clue, boom, you're the leader that's going to teach them. So that would open up the door for them to either hop on a call. And I'm talking about high tickets. Like with Epic for $20, you don't have to go through all that, right? But with high ticket sales, you want to go ahead and build kind of a strong foundation for the relationship. You got to build that no like trust factor.
Right. At the same time, it's like at $20, you can tend to get a lot of tire kickers too, right? And like what Pierre was saying there, he specifically focuses on going into Facebook groups where they have paid members. These people in this group paid for something. They have a credit card. They're actually looking to do online business. Then he goes in there and he starts adding them as friends. Once they actually accept him as a friend, he'll go through their profile, he'll click love on a few posts, maybe he'll engage with a few posts, then he'll drop them a message and say, hey, I just added you as a friend. I saw your profile. I really love the way you do things. I love the way you comment and stuff. I look forward to getting to know you more. Tell me a little bit more about what you do, just to open dialogue, no pitching. So the problem is a lot of people start pitching right from the start. Nobody wants to be sold something, okay? People are on Facebook because they want to be entertained. They want to see what their family and friends are doing. However, Facebook has turned into a very business platform, right? But the thing is that the whole point of Facebook is to make friends. It's not called PitchBook. It's called, Facebook, because you want to see other people's faces. You want to see other people's families and see what they're doing. Unfortunately, for some people, they get so desperate that as soon as somebody says hello to them, they're like, hey, do you want to check out my opportunity? I mean, that's just not going to work. So you really have to do a really good job of building a relationship with somebody. So like Pierre was saying, this is a different case scenario. This is not a high ticket sale, but at the same time, you still want high quality people. You want people that actually want to do Forex trading. You want people that actually want to build a residual income. So what you want to do is maybe have some introductory questions that you kind of ask them just to feel them out. If they don't give you the right answers to your question, don't waste too much time with them, right? So Pierre, do you have a filtering process for how you keep people on your list and how you move them?
Well, if they don't respond to my messages, I delete them. So that's a good filter right there. If I look at their profile and they got a whole bunch of links and everybody sharing stuff on their page after I just accepted them, maybe I didn't look at their profile before, I might say after they just accepted me, maybe I didn't look at their profile before I added them or something, then I'll just delete them before I send any heart or, message, because I feel like the people who are going to be serious are people who are actually trying to brand themselves on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's the fastest way to see success. If a person is trying to see success online, Facebook, Messenger, fastest way. You don't have to spend any money. It's organic.
Yeah.
There's other platforms that are similar, like Instagram or whatever, but as far as a lot of people are saying, Facebook is the fastest way to get some results online if you just join an opportunity. So if a person doesn't even have none of their Facebook stuff together, I 9 times out of 10 won't keep them as a new friend after they accept me. Another thing is I don't know if they just are not open to any new opportunities. I don't delete them, but I just keep it pushing. I'll engage in their stuff. You never know what can happen in the future.
Got it.
So that's basically how I do it.
Okay, so for those of you that aren't friends with Pierre, definitely give him a friend request because he's really good at branding himself. He's been able to brand himself in the circumstances that he's in. Now, Pierre, are you ever on a laptop? Or 90% of your business is on your phone, right?
Yeah, and all of it, 100%. Yeah. I might outsource a few things, but yeah.
Yeah, so just think about that. Everybody is at home. They have their laptop, they have their desktop, they have all the luxuries they need to build a business, but they still come up with all these excuses. You look at Pierre's situation, he's in prison right now. He only has a cell phone and he's able to generate thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Sometimes there's certain times where Pierre is like making more money than me and we're in the same business and I'm just sitting here scratching my head wondering what I'm doing wrong. So the thing is that you have to eliminate the excuses, and that's why that's one of the biggest reasons I brought Pierre on this call, because he has no excuses. He lives a limited life, a limitless lifestyle, right? Because it's all in your mental capacity. If you feel like I have no limits on my success, then you will be successful. But if you keep creating ceilings and walls for yourself, then it's just going to keep you closed in. So, like Pierre, what is it that, we'll probably wrap up here in a few minutes. What is like some parting words that you could give people that have never had any sort of success online? What is it that they can do to break that barrier and get their first success?
Be relentless in how they build conversations with people. Like, if you're speaking to 1,000 people a year and you want to be a millionaire, of that 2,000, if you're speaking to 2,000 people a year and you want to be a millionaire, up it to 4,000. Like, push yourself to have more conversations, because I believe that wealth is basically energy transference from one person to the next. And if you're transferring your energy of enthusiasm and things like that to more and more people, then the higher the chances of you hitting that goal of becoming wealthy and having passive income. And you can do that by getting on video. A lot of people on affiliate marketing industry or network marketing industry are actually behind their computers alone and not willing to get on the video, not willing to communicate or hop on a call. Be different. Be that change maker in your own life first, and then in somebody else's life who needs your help because they're really lonely at their house. And you look at your customer avatar and you figure out what their needs are and prepare to ask questions about those needs, about those problems. You can already predict that a person's going to have a problem with traffic. you can already predict that a person's going to have a problem with lead generation or whatever the case may be. Ask questions about how they're doing with that, and if they identify the fact that they have problems with that, need a solution. You know, I already have I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but like a guideline of the direction that you want to go into conversation. Like proper preparation prevents poor performance. You're in there, you don't know what to say, it's because you haven't prepared for what to say. If you don't know how to sell your opportunity, you don't know enough about it. If you're not enthusiastic about it, you don't know enough about it. So learn what opportunity that you're in to the point where you can actually speak enthusiastically about it. Have guidelines for the conversation so that you're not wasting your time talking about a whole bunch of frivolous stuff. You're professional, right? And then do the extra things that people just aren't willing to do to, you know, separate yourself and brand, like getting on video or hopping on a call. So, I mean, that's what I can say. I feel like a lot of people need to do that. That'll be a game changer for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the issue is people are in such a rush to start to make money that they don't put the correct foundation in place. Like you put the correct foundation in place. You've branded your Facebook profile. You have a daily method of operation. You have a sequence of events on how you want to reach people. So, you know, hopefully in the next couple of weeks here, you know, Pierre will be able to do a few things in the group to teach you guys how to brand yourself correctly, how to create that daily method of operation, because that's going to be huge to your success. The thing is, you have to do consistent things daily. It doesn't have to be huge things, but as long as they're small things and they're consistent and daily, eventually you're going to hit that snowball effect. And that's what happened to Pierre. He was like, well, you know what? I've got some time. I've got some time to change my life here. And he's one of the most consistent people I've ever met in my life. Like he literally, Pierre, what time do you get up in the morning?
4:44 a.m.
Like it's 4:44 a.m. Pierre wakes up every morning. In that 15 or 16 minutes, he makes sure his, you know, room and everything is spotless. He's got a clean start to the day. 5 o'clock in the morning, he does his meditation, and he's nonstop the rest of the day. He does not let a single minute pass him by that he cannot be productive. I can't even say that. Sometimes I'm very, sometimes I'm not productive at all. So, but you know, the thing is you have to be that person. You know, you have to resist the temptation. You have to realize that, listen, if I just sacrifice a little bit right now, the rest of my life could be awesome. You know, like I said, you have to be willing to sacrifice now so you don't have to sacrifice as much later, right? A lot of people, they have fun now, and then when they get older, they're like, man, you know, I'm getting older. I don't have the money I want. I don't have the time I want. Because go back 20 years and look what you were doing 20 years ago. That's why you're struggling right now, right? So that's why I keep telling everybody that, you know, eventually Pierre is going to live this lifestyle that we can only dream of. You know, he already has all the resources. You know, we're just waiting for him to come on out, and then, you know, it's going to be on. This guy's going to be doing motivational speeches around the country. He's going to be doing some amazing things. So anyways, Pierre, I thank you very much for your time. I don't know if you have a few minutes for a little Q&A. If not, we can go ahead and wrap it up, and then people can just hit you up on Facebook.
I mean, I don't mind. We can do a Q&A. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's just do, you know, maybe 5-10 minutes. If anybody has any questions, you could type it in the box, or you can unmute yourself. Just don't talk over each other. So, but otherwise, if everybody's cool, because I know it's a Saturday, you guys want to go spend some time with your family and, you know, enjoy the day. So, you know, just let me know. If anybody has any questions, we'll hang out for a couple more minutes. Otherwise, you guys are all free to leave. I'll get this uploaded a little bit later. But, you know, Pierre, thank you very much for your time. I know you have a very strict schedule, and, you know, you made time for the team. And like I said, you know, Pierre is here to help people out. So if you guys have questions, add him on Facebook. Look at the way he, you know, does his post and stuff. If you guys try to model yourself after the way Pierre does his business, I guarantee you your success will go up. It has no place to go but up, because he's very systematic in his approach. I still learn from him. Like, I saw Pierre put like this yellow circle behind his picture on Facebook. I'm like, I'm going to put a yellow circle behind my picture. And it's helping. I mean, because I learned from the way he brands himself. So a couple of things. Make sure that you guys clean up your Facebook profile, okay? Don't let other people post on your wall. That's your real estate, okay? Make sure you block it, that only your posts go on your wall. People can comment to your post, but don't let people use your real estate. And then, you know, your Facebook cover, that's your billboard. that's what's going to tell people what you do, how you do it, what type of lifestyle you live. So like I said, we're going to get more into those in the coming weeks. I'm going to have Pierre help me with some training for you guys. And then just trust me, you guys follow this guy, 90 days later, your life will be so different. And speaking of 90 days, like I tell people in all my presentations and stuff, you know, 90 days is what our employers give us in the corporate world. They say, I'll put you on a 90-day probationary period. If you do good, then we'll get you a full-time job. So we're trying to beg for a 90-day thing, but people won't give 90 days to their own business. And it's shocking. You know, after 30 days, people are like, oh, well, I didn't have any success. Did you try anything? So for me and my team, I want to get a 90-day commitment from people. If you guys are in this to win this, give it 90 days. If you don't have the money, borrow it, sell something. Because I guarantee that if you follow leaders like Pierre, and we have other leaders like Ashok and Leslie and Felicia on this call, you follow those leaders, you know, seek their help and stuff, they won't let you fail. The only person that can let you fail is yourself. So let me see. I don't think let's see. I'm glad we are on this call. Thank you, Pierre. Thank you for the great tips. We'll be following. All right. So I don't think we have any questions, Pierre. So I'm going to let you get back to your day. I really, really appreciate your time. Any parting words, any final thoughts before we leave?
Man, y'all kill it, man. You know, get this money. Let's get this money, son. That's all I can say.
Yeah. You got to get that Forex money. All right. Take care, buddy.
That's it.
All right, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.